Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show. It's New Acquisitions Day. We've got in the house once again, Mr. Scott Berry, all the way from Texas. What's happening, Scott?
Not a lot, my friend. Just chilling and getting into some new comics. Well, it's new to me anyway, right?
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right? New to us, because a lot of what we talk about here on the channel is not brand new stuff. It's old stuff that is new to us. So Scott's got a little stack he wants to show off of things he's gotten in the very recent past. So Scott, I'll turn it over to you for a little show and tell. What do we got?
All right, sir. So a batch I recently got from my comic shop.
Know them well.
I've been working on a lot of the DC horror titles, like House of Secrets and House of Mystery. And more recently, been getting The Witching Hour.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh.
Yeah.
Bill, I know you're watching. Look at this stuff.
That's a Nick Cardy cover.
That's a 15 center. Wow. Okay, that's
yeah, this is number 5.
Wow, very cool.
I do not have the first issue yet.
Yes.
I managed to get the house titles. I bought a lot of those before they really spiked, but they've been spiking recently.
Really?
DC titles. Well, they got a lot of good artists on those titles.
True. Yeah. True. It's funny because like a lot of the horror books from that time period for both Marvel and DC, you don't really find like in the shops much. That's like you got to really scour the internet.
They're tougher to find. They're tougher to find in good condition.
Yeah.
Got an issue of Ghosts here, 3rd issue of Ghosts.
Nice.
And that's a Nick Cardy cover as well.
It's got 3 stories in there, it looks like.
Yeah, this is when they were doing like the Giants for a quarter.
Yeah.
DC did that for about a year with all their titles. And at number 4 right here, I believe that's also Nick Cardy. I think he is probably one of the most underrated artists out there.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Love it. Unexpected.
Oh yeah.
Number 115. And that's a Neil Adams.
I was just gonna say. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey Kirk, if you're watching, you got any of these, man? These old DC horror titles, good stuff. I know Bill's got some. I don't have enough. I don't have a big DC collection as it is. I do have.
I noticed you guys have a lot of the Marvel horror.
Yeah, I mean, I have a ton of Marvel horror stuff. I have a few DC, not a lot. Bill has been buying more of the DC stuff of late because he's got a good chunk of the horror from Marvel as well. But yeah, there's a lot of good DC stuff out there. But again, like we go to like shops and stuff like in the surrounding areas, and they almost never carry any of these horror books.
Tougher to find, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we use the online stores so much.
Another one.
Look at that, the unexpected. Yeah.
Another Nick Cardy, and 52 pages for a quarter.
Gotta love it. Love that arm just kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, exactly. This was a short-lived series, but look at this cover.
Yeah, well, that is amazing.
Mr. Wrightson.
Yep, Bernie, the man.
Bernie.
And what issue number is that?
And that is number 21 of Weird Mystery, probably 75, 76, somewhere around there.
Wow, yeah. Bernie was one of the greats.
They were winding down a lot of their horror titles probably around that time. I mean, they kept a couple of them, but most of them had kind of run their course by then.
It's amazing how many there were though, from like the mid-late 60s up until like 70s.
Oh yeah, DC was cranking them out. And most of the DC ones were original material. A lot of the Marvel stuff is reprints.
Oh, reprints, yeah.
Not that they're good reprints, but
Oh yeah, because it's stuff that you really can't find from the 50s, right?
And you couldn't afford it.
No.
But yeah, also got I have the original series of Swamp Thing, and I have all the Alan Moore stuff of this series, but I didn't have the earlier pre-Alan Moore issues, so I decided to start getting these. And they're pretty good. They I mean, it's not on the same level as Alan Moore, but there's some really good art in these.
Yeah, I have all the Alan Moore stuff in like the collected editions. I don't have like the actual comics of them. And even
And this
the
is
early stuff I have in a collected edition or two.
right. Yeah, they've been doing a pretty good job keeping those in print.
Yeah.
Kind of one of their prestige titles. But that picture is from the Swamp Thing movie.
Yeah.
Around the time the comic came out, 1982.
Wes Craven.
Right. That's number 3. I mean, it looks a little like they're kind of going for a Bernie thing here.
Yeah. True.
And yeah, Tom Yates, that's the artist who does these.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool cover right there.
Yeah. Some great Swampy taking on some great monsters.
Gotta have them, right?
Yeah, exactly. I do get Superman every now and then, but often when I do, it's because of covers like this.
Yeah.
It's a Neil Adams, and I don't know what the hell got into her, but Supergirl just dropped the bottle city of candor. Like, what is wrong with you? And I bought these recently. And this was kind of my mourning period after we lost Mr. Adams. I had to like I don't have enough Neil Adams stuff already, but
and now all of it's probably getting hard to find because people are scooping them up left and right.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Did a lot of covers for the Legion of Superheroes stories in Adventure Comics with Superboy.
There you go. Well, that's an oldie.
Yeah, these are some 12 centers. I don't know, probably among the first things that he ever did for DC. I think he only did the covers on these though, not the interiors.
Nice.
Just beautiful stuff. I apologize for not putting these in new bags and taking the stickers off on some of these. My local comic store, I mean, great as they are, I love them. But more recently, they've been putting these stickers on the bottom, and they don't come off without mutilating the bag.
I know. I wish these companies
Put
were
them on the
willing to
back.
put the stickers on the back, man. It's like,
Exactly.
I mean, I know why they do it because it's easier when they're checking them out and when you're they can just easily scan them. But it's
Right.
like I think they could just easily scan them if they're on the back too. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess maybe they'll sell more bags that way, but
Yeah.
right now I can't even find bags. I think the supply chain thing is kind of.
Oh, I'm glad I have a bunch. Jeez.
I've got a few, yeah. So I got another adventure here with Black Orchid,
Oh, nice.
and I think she was only in about maybe 3 issues.
Yeah, she's pretty obscure.
But she also appeared in a few backup in a few issues of Phantom Stranger. Yeah. Okay, so as long as we're talking DC, got to talk superheroes. And I got a few Justice League.
There we go. Yeah.
Superman just killed everybody.
Because he can.
Because he can. Yeah, there you go. So it's Giant. This one that gets all reprint, but they're still pretty cool to get. Now this one, see if you can guess what the significance of this issue is.
Well, I see. Is that a Western character there?
Yeah, Vigilante.
They go back in time, I guess, or is that?
No, he is. I don't know if you call him a superhero per se, but a crime fighter. But this is the first issue where they get their satellite headquarters.
Oh, wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what's going on here.
Gotcha. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty,
Gil Kane cover.
yeah.
I didn't see Gil do a whole lot of Justice League covers. And another one with the environmental message.
Yeah, they did a lot of that stuff back then.
Yeah, they got real messagey for a while there.
They're trying to be topical, right? And I get it. That's kind of like what the 60s and early 70s were all about.
Well, I mean, especially in the Green Lantern, Green Arrow title.
Oh, yeah,
They-
for
they
sure.
went- They went full on that.
Yep.
I love those issues though.
Those are really good. Yeah.
Those are also the Neil Adams issues and the Denny O'Neil issues. So there you go. And,
Grundy.
yeah, Solomon Grundy, and it's a JLA JSA team up. And these were always my favorites. I always look forward to those issues where the both teams would meet.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
And
Oh,
having
Secret
these Secret Origins, yeah, they're reprints of old origin stories from these. Got Wonder Woman's origin and
Wildcat.
interestingly enough, Wildcat's origin, which appears in the same comic where originally that Wonder Woman's did. It's Sensation Comics #1.
It's really incredible when you think of just how old the character Wildcat is. I mean, it's been around forever. Just
Yeah,
boxer,
exactly.
boxer guy with a costume, right?
That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Couple of World's Finest with Neil cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 in a row where Batman is kind of being subjected to some kind of torture with Superman's hands. And
Burned at the stake. What is this?
Yeah.
Witch hunt?
exactly. Now, this is an example of the curse extending to comic books, as I'm sure you're very familiar.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen this series before. It's reprint series, Shadow of the Batman.
Shadow of the Batman. Heard of it? Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Yeah, I don't know if you maybe have some of the originals or maybe you have them collected in a paperback or something, but these are the stories that Steve Englehart and Marshall Rogers did on Detective Comics, like around 77, 78.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And we're treated to seeing them in a nicer format.
Oh, that's a great cover. Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I've got the originals, I've got these, and I've got them in trade paperback. So yeah, I've got them like 3 times.
Why not? Because collect them all, right? Gotta have them all, Scott.
Curse is real, right?
Yep.
And of course, there's
Penguin. Mr. Cobblepot.
right. And it's not complete without.
Oh, there you go. There's a Joker. Very cool.
But I bought these off the spinner rack when I was a kid, and they just blew me away. I mean, the originals, the Detective Comics issues.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Some of my favorites. And they did do some nice new covers for these.
Yeah, they're impressive.
Yeah. And they weren't that much either. I mean, they were all around. They're around the $5 mark, all of them. So
Can't beat that.
if you're looking to just read those, that's a good way to get them.
Yeah.
If you don't want to spend tons of money on them. I can keep going.
Yeah, grab out another little stack and then we'll save the rest for the
All
next.
right, sir. Yeah. All right. And yeah, since I did some DC horror, I will do some Marvel horror.
Gotta have that one. Yeah, it's
Giant
one of my favorites.
size
Yeah,
man thing.
yeah. I
Let
love
the
the man
suffering
thing.
commence. Got my giant size man thing.
There you go. Gotta have giant size man thing. Those are great. Those are great.
Yeah.
Steve.
Loog and Brunner.
Yeah. I mean, both of those covers
1 and
are so
4.
amazing. two of the greatest Man-Thing covers ever, both of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Agree 100%.
Lug and Brunner. Yeah, that doesn't get much better. Steve Gerber, just killer stuff.
Exactly. So
Yeah, that battle with the Glob is one of my favorite battles of all time. It's so good.
Oh, doesn't get much better than that. So also grabbed some of those fine reprint books we were talking about.
Yeah, those are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Where Creatures Roam, #1.
Yep.
So a lot of great reprints from
Kirby and Ditko. It's like, yeah.
Steve Ditko.
Those cats were so good doing like the monster stuff back then.
Yeah, this was the stuff that came out just right before they started doing kicking up the superheroes.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I have all those. Those are so good.
Yeah. Do you have Where Monsters Dwell, the Groot issue?
Yep.
Because even that, the reprint is going for crazy money now.
Yeah, it is. I know.
I did not manage to get on the ground floor on that one.
Yeah, I paid a decent amount of money for that. I mean, not ridiculous amount, but
Yeah.
it's just so funny when you read that, and it's like, I get it's the same character, but it's really not the same character at all.
No, not really.
No.
And there's #5.
Or Gilla. Yeah.
That's a Kirby.
And what's great about those monster stories is they're really so corny, but I think that's the charm of them all. You know, you can tell that they were written in the like late 50s, early 60s. So
They're of another time for sure.
Yeah, they really are. But that's I mean, they're hilarious because they are so simplistic and so corny. But that's what's great about them, right? Because it's definitely of the time. And I think, you know, the world and comic books were a lot more naive back then. And then there's something to love it. You know, you got to love that, I think. So I enjoy those immensely.
Yeah. Well, you could say that the same thing about a lot of the early superhero stuff at Marvel, you know. I mean,
I've been reading a lot of the early Fantastic Four stuff, and yeah, it's way smaller than where they would get starting in, like, you know, the issue number 30 and onward.
Right. It got a little more sophisticated as they went on. But yeah, those early issues, I mean, and you find a lot of things that just kind of don't add up.
No, they don't.
You know, science is kind of a little whacked out. And,
yeah. Logic's like thrown out the window on a lot of that stuff.
Exactly. So there's #7 with Glop.
Glop, yeah, classic.
Gotta love that.
Yep.
And Where Creatures Roam ended with this issue. This was their final issue, #8.
And that's a great one.
Huge mummy guy.
Yep. Who then resurfaced again in another one where it was it Where Monsters Dwell, or when another one they brought him back again.
Yeah, I saw him pop up somewhere. Now I can't remember. And I did get some Where Monsters Dwell.
There you go. Grotu.
Grotu. An ant. This one, I'm going to say, I think this is maybe a Marie Severin cover.
You are correct.
Yeah. Monster in My Cellar.
Yeah, she did a bunch of those, actually, the covers for those.
Yeah. Now we just saw Glop. I'm going to say this is probably a close relative.
Yeah.
Taboo.
Younger sibling of Glop.
Yeah. I would love to have been a fly on the wall at some of those meetings. You know, they were putting this stuff together, coming up with these names.
Yeah, we need another slime creature. We already have Glop, so come up with another name. We'll make it a different color. This one he'll droop a little more than the other one, and there you have Taboo, right?
Exactly. This one is Gigantus.
Yeah, that's another good one.
#10, and that is definitely a Ditko cover.
Yep, certainly is.
No mistake.
Yep.
And I think we had Gratu.
Yep.
This is Grotto. Names are almost interchangeable. You know?
And they're all so bad. The names are just terrible.
Yeah.
But I
And
guarantee they didn't give too much thought to the names of these monsters.
Yeah. But like you said, it's just something about the simplicity of it's kind of charming, I guess. And this looks like it's probably a Kane cover.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
17.
I mean, another issue is, It the Colossus. I mean, that's right there. How simple a name can you get?
I got one more stack. You want to go there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. And this is odds and ends. I am wearing a Hulk shirt,
I
so
see that. The leader, yes.
one Hulk issue, and I just love the cover on this one.
I mean, Herb Trimpe, can't go wrong, right?
Herb Trimpe, the leader.
Yeah, that run of Hulk, man, is just unbeatable.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That was also a rebuy, replacing one that was pretty shabby. This completed my Submariner collection.
Nice. There you go.
Hardest time finding this thing.
It's a good one.
First Stingray.
Yep.
And that is Marie Severin as well.
Mm-hmm. That whole Submariner series, I think, is really, really underrated. Great cover, great storyline, great art. I know the character is not for everybody, but I just think that is just 72 issues, if I remember correctly. 72 great issues. They're all really, really good. So different.
I thought maybe kind of maybe the last 10, 15 were
not as good. Yeah, there were some good issues there, but it was
kind of going down in quality a little bit. I mean, some of the artwork wasn't as good.
Not as good as the early stuff, yeah. But as a whole, a really good series, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame they didn't try to turn it around and keep it a little longer. But so one of my earlier issues of Fantastic Four with the Frightful Four.
Nice.
Yeah, that's their second appearance. I do have the first appearance. I bought it years ago.
Yeah, I do not believe I have that one.
Oh yeah.
What's that number again, Scott?
That's number 38. And of course, Jack Kirby cover, Chick Stone inks, I believe.
38. I actually do have that one. All right. Surprise. I'm looking at my handy dandy list.
Yeah, 36.
Yes.
36 is their first appearance.
Okay.
Yeah. And Fantastic Four Annual, number 4. And this is where we see the first Silver Age appearance of the original Human Torch, the Android Human Torch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And related to Fantastic Four, I got a couple of these Marvel
Hate Monger. There you go.
The Hate Monger, yeah. Thing I liked about these is, I mean, look up in the corner, you got the Thing, Iron Man, Hulk, Doctor Strange. You got a lot of bang for your buck in this book.
Yep. Yeah, those are good collections.
For a quarter. And this one, number 21, it all started on Yancey Street.
Yep. Nice.
And there's the Watcher.
Watcher in the background. Yeah.
Doing what he does best. Watching.
Kind of hangs out and assesses the situation, gives his 2 cents, and he's like, oh, but I can't do anything. See you later.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for nothing, pal.
Yeah, exactly. So that's your run. All right.
That is it, my friend. Yeah. I didn't know we were going to get them all in.
Yeah, well, that's 2 episodes worth. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing how 100 books can go pretty quick when you're just kind of showing everything off, right? It's like, we've done that. At first you think, 100, we'll never get 100 in 2 episodes, but just like that, flew by.
I don't know if it was exactly 100, but it was pretty.
Or thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Cool. Well, Scott, thanks so much for sharing with us, and
no problem.
We'll do this again in the not too distant future, because I know you're like us, we're always buying stuff, so there will be more.
There will be more.
Cool. So thanks everybody for watching. Please hit that like button before you go, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please click on that subscribe button, click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts here, although we are pretty predictable every Wednesday and Friday morning. So see you real soon here on the channel. We should have Wild Bill coming back and joining me fairly soon. You might see Kirk in the not too distant future, and hopefully we'll see Scott back as well in the not too distant future. So for Scott Barry, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody, here on Comic Book Geezers. See you in a couple days, gang. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.